guys, Willie here with W.T.F car reviews, and today we're reviewing the all-new supercharged 2025 Ford F-150 5.0 single cab Black Widow.
And a big thanks to Chance and the rest of the management and staff here at Ford of Port Richey for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to your inventory below, and if you're looking for a new car, SUV, or truck in the Port Richey, Tampa Bay area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out. And as for Chance.
And for those of you guys who don't know, Black Widow has been customizing trucks since 1979. Generally turning full-size crew cab pickups into off-road monsters, however completely turning the page with this race-ready, single-cab supercharged 5-liter V8 2025 F-150. With a track-tuned lower suspension, 24-inch rims with summer performance tires, custom exterior and a completely decked-out interior, and a 710 horsepower supercharged 5-liter V8 with some reinforcement to go along with it. Starting off as a $38,000 5-liter single cab, basically doubling its price with this Black Widow package, with some major discounts now for this 2025 F-150, at least for this specific model. What else do we get for that money? Let's jump right in. So the Black Widow also gives us a custom grille with red accents in the corner, Black Widow labeled underneath the updated Ford badge, LED headlamps with LED daytime running lights, no fog lights. We do get recovery hooks. I wouldn't recommend taking this truck off-road, especially this specific one being two-wheel drive, but looks-wise, this is definitely one of the coolest looking F-150s we reviewed on this channel. We get a customized hood too, labeled Black Widow up top, and also labeled supercharged in the rear of it, with a specific Black Widow red accent for the heat extractor in the corner. I mentioned we get these custom 24-inch Vossen rims, and they look really good with these upgraded brakes, Black Widow caliper covers, Toyo Proxy Summer Performance tires. The front dimensions are 305/35 R24, 6-lug pattern, black lug nuts, and with this lowered suspension, very clean overall look. I'll take a step back. Hopefully you guys can pick up the side profile in this 2025 Black Widow F-150 single cab. It's just a base XL too, so no smart access for the driver or the front passenger, but these mirrors do get blind spot monitoring. That's an appreciated touch. All black trim for the window trim, no sunroof up top either. That'll be a pretty cool feature for the single cab, but to be expected with a sub $40,000 base price before this Black Widow package. The gas cap, it's not pushed to open, but no latches to pull. 93 octane is required with a supercharged 710 horsepower 5-liter V8. We get the same rear wheel and tire setup. The only difference is a smaller brake caliper with a Toyo Proxy 305/35 R24s. We'll see if these 305 wide tires can put the power down with this single cab pickup truck having basically no weight back here. I would highly doubt having very good traction, especially not having the 4-wheel drive model here, but we'll take it out for a drive and see what it's got. Leaf springs too, but as you see, the suspension is more race tuned out rear, but ditching the leaf springs probably would help it out even further. The rear styling, we get full LED taillights, turn signals, and reverse lights are labeled F-150 on the side of the taillight. Black Widow in the lower left corner, F-150 stamped in the tailgate, updated Ford badge, backup camera, SR in the lower right part of the tailgate, Black Widow, and shout out Ford of Port Richey for helping make this review possible. Trailer hitch, I believe the single cab F-150 with the 5.0 can tow around 11-ish thousand pounds with a 373 gears, but with this lower suspension and supercharger, I would definitely recommend cutting that recommended towing in half. We get rear parking sensing and a retractable tonneau cover. I'll drop this tailgate for you guys real quick. We don't get the damped tailgate, unfortunately, and no bed liner, but the retractable tonneau cover is a really nice touch. Probably the only tonneau cover that I'd personally recommend going with. There we go. Couldn't get it the first try, but it completely retracts, giving us full use of this large, full-size 8-foot bed, which is a pretty nice touch considering it's just a single cab F-150, allowing you to still have a ton of practicality back here. Considering the performance and considering the price tag with the discounts around the mid $60,000 price range, which is getting up there in price, you can get a pretty well loaded XLT with 4-wheel drive for that money with a crew cab, but it's not going to have 710 horsepower. If you're looking for the competitive performance, you're looking at a high-level Mustang GT. Even a Mustang GT, it's not going to be as quick as this, at least not on a prepped surface. And also with 3 seats up front, you're not fitting 3 people comfortably in a Mustang GT while still having significantly more practicality back here. Sorry for the ramble. We get some waterproof storage in each corner. Hopefully you pick that up on camera, with the same thing on the opposite side. No LED lighting, but you can add that all in the aftermarket. And the beauty of the retractable tonneau cover is you don't have to have any type of hassle. Just simply slide it back, lock it into place. Hopefully you pick that up on camera. Lift your tailgate back up and we'll take a step back. Check out our exhaust tip. The supercharged 5-liter V8, of course, has a completely fully upgraded catback exhaust and it sounds glorious with the black tips. And speaking of the tips, let's fire up the supercharged 710 horsepower 5-liter V8 and here she sounds. Alright guys, that was the sound of the supercharged 5-liter V8 sold by Black Widow for the 2025 Ford F-150 single cab 5.0. And it sounds really good, cranking out 710 horsepower, 600 pound-feet of torque, made it to a 10-speed automatic transmission. This model sending the power to the rear wheels. You can expect 0 to 60 in the low 3-second range on a prep surface. Wouldn't be surprised if you can get it into the 2s, making it a no-joke performer, especially for the price point. But what you see is basically what we get. The hydraulic struts are appreciated for a sub $40,000 platform. We can shut the hood right down, take a step back, walk around this 2025 F-150 Black Widow, supercharged Black Widow. And let's take a step inside and see what we get with just about the nicest way into a single cab F-150. I have to take this key out in order for the truck to stop yelling at me. But since it's based off of a base F-150, don't expect the most premium door panel. It's still rubberized up top with a rubberized armrest, F-150 style door handle, auto one-touch windows, and 4-way adjustable mirrors. Lock and unlock, pretty solid sound system for a base. It would be nice if Black Widow upgraded the speakers, but to be expected, you can upgrade them even further in the aftermarket. Ton of storage for the door panel. We get an illuminated red Black Widow nameplate as we step inside with quilted, perforated, not heated or ventilated seats unfortunately, but very comfortable. Solid bolstering with suede accents as well. Beautiful seats, but they're not electrically adjusted. You can still recline and slide, no drop lift function. But taking a step inside, we can really check it out. So with our key, foot on the brake, you don't have to hold the key, you can just give it one flick and everything fires right to life. So as far as the interior, all F-150s get the standard digital gauge display and horizontal 12-inch touchscreen. It's just with this base XL. We don't get navigation, still wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The digital gauge display, the adjustments are on the right side. We can adjust it between the driver assistance screen, calm view, trip computer, fuel economy, tire pressure. You can configure my view and right back to where we started. We also have trip and fuel, gauges, off-road information, towing status, phone, audio, and vehicle maintenance. We'll check out the gauges, measurements, probably my favorite to leave it at all times. The tach is high revving at 6,800 RPM, the speedometer going to 120, coolant temp, oil pressure, and the fuel level up top. The stocks have a satisfying click to them. Our cruise control settings on the left side, lane keep assist, voice commands, volume, skip controls on the right, and you can hang up and answer your phone calls. I mentioned the stocks having a satisfying click. We get a tilt and telescoping steering column, auto headlamps, turn off the auto engine start stop, electronic parking brake, and hopefully get a good look at the pedals. That's a pretty loud Mazda 3. Not quite sure what he's got going on under the hood. Hopefully you could have picked that up on camera. We get a rubberized dashboard. It's not soft touch. The 12-inch touchscreen. As you guys can see, audio, phone, favorites, apps, settings, and features. The right side, we can adjust between eco behavior, off-road status, FM, phone, trip one, fuel economy, and right back to where we started. Pressing this button on the side hides the right screen and gives us some shortcuts instead of the actual display. My personal favorite screen to leave it at all times would be the Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. We also have YouTube too, but since we don't have our phone connected, just going to leave it here for the purpose of this review. Volume skip underneath, you can turn off the traction control, access your camera at all times, just your backup camera, no forward-facing camera. No automatic climate control either, but I actually prefer it this way with the vent controls on the left side and the temperature adjustment on the right. We have a locking rear differential. That's an appreciated touch. Our drive mode selector includes normal, slippery, trail, tow haul, eco, and sport mode. We'll start the review off in sport, try out eco, and just see what the differences are. Sport mode also changes up your gauge display. Our backup camera, guidance lines and trajectory, nice with rear parking sensing. Our different views, we get a narrower view if you prefer that for one reason or another, and you throw it right back into park. We return right back to the previous screen. We get a phone bracket holder beneath that USB A and C port, an additional bracket underneath it, charge ports which are both USB-C, and a 12-volt right above it. We get some additional storage underneath. Hopefully you can pick that up on camera. With this third seat over here, functioning as a gushy soft leather armrest with 2 cup holders and a nice phone holder. We'll move this key out of the way. Lifting the seat up. It's not the quilted or perforated material, but we still get the red contrast with some additional storage underneath it. Nice and practical. We get a 2-tier glove box labeled F-150 up top. The glove box itself is not damped, with Fox factory shocks and gift cards for one reason or another. The rear view mirror is not frameless or auto dimming. The interior lights are LED. We get a little bit of additional storage behind each of the front seats, but a ton of storage in this large 8-foot full-size bed. That's about it though, guys, for the inside and outside of the all-new 2025 F-150 Single Cab 5.0 with the supercharged Black Widow package. It is a really nice truck for the money for the interior at around 65-ish thousand bucks with current discounts. And when it comes to performance, this is going to be probably the craziest F-150 reviewed in this channel. We just reviewed the Raptor R, which is going to have similar power output to what we have here, but double the weight and more than double the overall price. At half the price, half the weight, let's take this 2025 Black Widow out for a drive and see what it's got. All right, guys, now we're just about seeing everything we need to see with the inside and outside of the all-new 2025 F-150 Single Cab 5-liter with a supercharged Black Widow package. Let's take it out for a drive and see what it's got. First impressions. This thing feels literally like a Mustang. The steering feels good. Ride quality is, maybe not great, but it feels very planted to the ground. And these are pretty steep speed bumps. The brakes feel upgraded too. We can take a step out here. We're not flooring it because it's been raining. We're not stupid, but leaning into it. Ooh! Good Lord. Yeah. And the brakes feel good. Oh yeah. Yeah, this thing is really, really fast. Sounds like my phone bracket's having trouble holding on. Whew! A lot of power. We can give this guy in front of us a little bit of space, lean into it one more time. I mean, yeah, this traction control is not letting us do much, but hopefully you can pick it up on camera. This thing is absolutely bonkers. Whew, we could take it out of sport too. I mean, this thing's all about sport. I'd leave it in sport for daily driving, but eco mode definitely calms the throttle down, but it still sounds really cool. Doesn't affect the sound of the exhaust. For that reason, actually, I'll leave it in eco mode for daily driving. Yeah, the steering becomes super, super floaty, but with this just being the 2-wheel drive Black Widow, I think that eco mode actually gives you a better balance of comfort and security, especially when it's been raining all day, because in sport mode the throttle does get really touchy, and with essentially zero weight back there, it can start to get a little bit squirrely. Looks like another Single Cab 5.0 right next to us, but that one does not appear to be a supercharged Black Widow. Overall, guys, if you're looking for insane level vehicle that also has practicality, you're not looking to get a Mustang because you can't fit people back there and you can't fit cargo in the back seat. You understand the Mustang will handle better than this F-150 Black Widow, but you don't care about handling, you care about practicality, and you care about flat out performance. I would 100% recommend one of these out. I want to get one myself. I just know that I probably can't afford it. If you can, I'd 100% recommend checking one out. And a big thanks to Wade and the rest of the management and staff here at Ford of Port Richey for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to their inventory below, and if you're looking for a new car, SUV, or truck in the Port Richey, Tampa Bay area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out and ask for Wade. And a huge thanks to all you guys for watching. I had a great time making this video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. You guys know the channel is just not possible without you, and I really appreciate the constant support. But again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Leave a like too, it really helps me out the YouTube algorithm. That's how these videos get promoted to new people. Leave a comment, let me know what you like, let me know what you don't like. Leave a comment, let me know if there's any specific cars, SUVs, or trucks you want to see reviewed on this channel, and I'll definitely try getting those videos for you ASAP. Other than that, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope all of you have a great day.